All right, so another 59 Chevy flat top update. Hadn't done an update here in a while, but I've actually got a good significant amount of stuff done to get this cover off here. Got everything put back on the engine compartment. I don't think I showed this in the last video. I can't remember, but put the 409 chrome valve covers on, new gaskets. All the pulleys are back on. The fenders have been jammed in, cut in with fresh paint, and are on the car to stay. This fender here is locked in place. Been doing a lot of work with the door gaps. This door was replaced from here down. We've got one issue here on the back door. I cannot get a bolt in the hinge for some reason. There's something wrong. I'm gonna have to take that back off and probably drill out that, or have it drilled out, a bigger slot, so I can get the bolt in it without fighting it and fighting it and fighting it. But overall, then I can know how much needs to be added or taken off the back of this door. It was all grinding on the front of the door to get it right, and this was a lot of just adjustment, strap, pull the fender back. All the vintage air stuff's back in place. New wiring harness from front to back, basically. Of course, the rear is not hooked up yet, but everything seems to work. Car cranks and runs under its own power. I was just working on this side and got this door hung. And I've got this door looking good. Alignment all looks good. Got to add a little filler right here. No big deal there. Really starting to come down the hill now. I can see starting to see the flicker of light at the end of the tunnel. Because now that I have fit these doors, what I was worried about on this door, turn the light on here for you. What I was worried about on this door is because it also had to have the inner structure replaced. I was worried about it not clearing the rocker panel, maybe be made too big, but that does not seem to be an issue. We've got it clearing and looking good. A lot of you may say, why did you paint the door jambs before? I didn't paint these yet, but why did you paint before with still metal and bodywork still need to be done? It's because it's my own car. The way I went about this car, I wouldn't do with a customer car. I would have fit all the panels before I sprayed any paint. Being it's my car, I want to see progress, even though it may not be done quite as good as a customer car. That's fine. It's my car. It don't matter. I just want progress. I want this car back on the road. Still going to be very nice. Inside the jambs, of course, all the hinges have been powder coated, all new bolts. Dash has been painted. All new wiring. It's covered in dust now, but everything's looking good. Of course, all the interior will have to be seen about. All the trim is at Brown's Metal Finishing in Spartanburg, South Carolina, getting totally refinished. I don't even want to talk about how much that's costing me. But anyway, this is probably one of the nicest cars I've ever built. Fit and finish wise, it's going to be right up there with the best of them. I decided to kind of slow down a little bit and take my time on these doors. And you know, my mind races when I'm working on this thing, 'cause I want it back together. Got some shows I want to do with it this year, but you know, just slow down a little bit, make sure I spend a little more time getting these gaps just right, and these doors will come back off. Once I get this straightened out, and we'll finish fitting this side, yank the doors back off, finish the body work, put them back, paint the jambs, put them back on, and then any final body work will be done with the car bolted together. And then, of course, if there's any priming that needs to be done, I'll just have to mask it off. Usually I don't have to do too much, but usually when it's all put back together, it's pretty close. Of course, the top of the fins are already painted, and the roof is already painted. So, starting to kind of see the car come back together, and that's a good feeling. Store's still got all the valence panels to work on. But anyway, so this is a flat top update. Again, I encourage you to go back and look at all the rest of the videos on this car. You can see the calamity. 4 years ago this month, I drove this car 1,700 miles back from Arvada, Colorado. And it ran and drove pretty good. I did have a distributor issue, but really in the big picture of things, it was not a problem. Drivetrain wise is good, but just a lot. The wheels on this car will be getting changed eventually. And we'll see that in a later video, probably later this year. But I've got my fingers crossed that the trim is going to be done about the time I'm painting, because I need this trim on the doors before the car goes to the upholstery shop, so the door panels and all that can be put on. That way I don't have to make 2 trips there. But we'll make sure it's whatever has to be done, it'll be done. But anyway, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll keep the videos coming on this car as well as other shop customer projects. I did a video on this car earlier today. Actually, you've probably seen this one and that one in that video. So with that being said, thanks for watching. As always, restoration inquiry information, contact info will be in the video description. We'll see y'all next time.